Washington just need to take it a game at a time.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Dennis Rodman. Jordan is out there with Murphy. Then there's Grant, and it's Pippen in at the small forward position. For the Wizards, Beal and Avdija sharing wing duty. Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Wright in at the 1 spot. And New Year's Day, Greg, a time to turn the page and look ahead.
And hopefully to better days. A time for renewed hope and renewed commitments. And everybody's an optimist on the first of the year.
Now Jordan, Bradley Beal missing from long range. Grant down low. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Passes it to Avdija. Wright looking around. With the drive. Misses in close. Now the Bulls with it. Shoots off the step back. Good. He hits the jump shot. Jordan's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Bulls. Here's Beal. Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
They had active hands on the defensive end, and it paid off. A lot of easy baskets and transitions because of that.
Grant on the follow.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Here's Wright, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
That's his first
good way to start
foul.
this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Now, here's Avdija. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
And you know how that plays going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Right outside. Pass to Beal from downtown. Chicago grabs the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Jordan with the jam.
It's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kyle Kuzma.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Wright. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. one is off, and the Bulls going the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these games. They can't split this series.
Now here's Kuzma. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Porzingis kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Washington.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Right against Rodman. Left side, Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Beal. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Here's Pippen after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Harper with the ball. And stolen by Wright. Outside for Beal. Porzingis trying to get free. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Wright.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Jordan. Kuzma pulls it in.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Got a piece of it. Beal against Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Back to Harper. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Washington calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Get loud!
Getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Gibson comes in for Avdia. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Monte Morris subbed in for Wright. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Longley's checked in for Grant. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for Michael Jordan. Nate Kerr subbed in for Harper. Nunn against Armstrong. Outside Pippen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kukoc can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gibson down low. Defended by Kerr. And he makes that one.
How about the determination of Gibson? No one is going to stop him when he skies up.
And there's the pass to Kerr. Poke loose. Kukoc kicks to Armstrong. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pippen with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Pippen can't hit.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Morris. No good. Good work defensively by Kerr. The Bulls leading by 6. From the baseline. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Morris passes to Porzingis, and that one drops for him.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Up top, Pippen. Covered by Gafford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Gibson.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding.
At the line for
Number one, the Bulls.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Free throw, good, Longley. Chicago making a switch here. Paxson's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Wizards trail by 7. Outside Gibson. Morris looking over the floor. Back to none. Fires from 14. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside Pippen. And it's blocked! And he keeps control of the ball. Pippen against none. Outside Gibson. Oh, Morris in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside. Longley with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Longley. Rebounded by Gafford. Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. To the left wing. Pippen with the steal. Launches it. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Bulls out front. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And big man Kristaps Porzingis, not resting on his laurels, he describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And it's 7-3, and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
First personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
It looks like they're ready to run today, fellas. They keep getting out on the break whenever they can.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. Pippen is out there with Kukoc. Then there's Longley. Then there's Paxson. And it's Armstrong in at the shooting guard. That's good from Kukoc. You know, Steve, we're in this era of wide open, up-tempo style. How much fun would you have playing right now?
Kevin, it would have been a blast. The floor spacing gives you so many options offensively, and you can take a whole bunch of threes. However, at the defensive end, In my era, you couldn't hand check, so now it would have been a lot of work.
And he can't hit the second. Wizards trail by 13. 3-on-3. Pass to Gafford. To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Grant, he's checked in for long.
For the Wizards, Leonard Avdia. One shot.
And that one misses. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Kukoc. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pass to Avdia. And he drives in, and he gets it to go. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Chicago shooting well, 50% from the floor. Paxson kicks to Pippen. The pass to Armstrong. Down low, here's Grant. Plays it up and makes it in. Grant's got 6 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ball stolen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Armstrong against Gafford. Armstrong passes to Grant. Over none. No good from Grant.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
None. Bounce back. And no good on the shot. Trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot two at the line instead.
That's his first personal.
Throughout his career, Taj Gibson has proven to be a valuable role player.
At the line.
Pretty good on both ends of the floor. Can do a little bit of everything.
2 shots.
That's good from Gibson. For the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Beal comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Wright in for Morris. Chicago also making some changes. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Kukoc. Jordan comes in for Pippen. And it's Harper in for B.J. Armstrong. And both free throws good from Gibson. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside Jordan. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Beal. Stolen by Grant. And here's Paxson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Olden.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end.
At the line
right.
for Washington,
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Kerr's checked in for Paxson. Throw good, Beal. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Beal dishes to Gibson. He kicks it to Wright. Gibson looking it over. Over Rodman. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Wizards trail by 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Beal from long range, and another miss by Washington. The Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Harper against Beal. Lobs it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Washington calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Change here. Porzingis is checked in. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up. Wizards down by 12. It's right on the wing. He's guarded by Harper. Over to the left wing. Here's Kerr for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Kerr against Beal. Over Grant. And Grant sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this victory. Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 18. Outside Beal. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Harper kicks to Jordan. To shoot. Rebound, Washington. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And And the wide open shot from Avdia. Here's Porzingis. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Bulls.
Outside Jordan. From deep. They grab their own miss. And the basket is good. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And it's Beal in the corner. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Jordan against Porzingis. Jordan with the bucket.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Beal. A wide open look here for Wright. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook, old school rebounding.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Inside, Wright. And he gets the bucket.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Wizards answer.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Avdia. And Morris subbed in for Wright. Luke Longley's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Kerr.
Second quarter.
Harper kicks to Jordan. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Wizards trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Porzingis has got his third basket of the night.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Outside Harper. Rodman in the post. He's covered by Beal. And Rodman gets it to go. Wizards have gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. 1:02 left now here in the second. They get it back. Gafford trying to break free. Porzingis can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Gafford. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Porzingis finds Morris. Driving in, and Morris throws it down.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Harper dishes to Jordan. That will fall for his seventh bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pippen against Beal. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Some solid defense from Pippen. And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, we all got to get in there and rebound.
Can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not wanting to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Beal and Avdia sharing wing duty. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis, and it's right in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Kuzma, and the rejection by Pippen. Beal gets a wide open look. Washington gets it back, and they'll get another chance. A three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got 13.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beal against Jordan. Takes it inside, and it goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Bangs on the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Jordan against Beal. The drive by Jordan. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Kuzma finds Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. Right against Harper. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is what Beal
First
does.
team
He
foul.
puts pressure on the defenders
At the
and
line
makes
for
them
Washington.
compromise when he does.
For Washington, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Beal.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The drive by Jordan. Kukoc. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
Here's Beal. No good. Shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Wizards trail by 12. Kuzma finds Wright. That's tipped. Outside Jordan. Kukoc. It's good on the putback. Kukoc has got his second bucket tonight.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Washington calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Checked in for Washington. And the Bulls making a change here as well. John Paxson, he's checked in for Jordan. Right outside. Pass to Beal. Takes a 3. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Morris is checked in for Bradley Beal.
Your Wizards, Monte Morris.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Chicago leading by 14. Jackson with the ball. Kicks to Harper. Pippen against Morris. It's Pippen with the drive. Porzingis with the block. Avdia the pass to Morris. Now, Avdia, he's got 6. And another miss by Washington. Passes it to Paxson. Porzingis with the block. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Grant against Morris. Out to Porzingis. Grant gets the rebound. Grant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Driving to the basket. Porzingis with the block. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Poked away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Kukoc can't get it to go.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford comes in for Porzingis, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Wright. And Chicago also making a switch. Rodman's checked in. Now here's Pippen. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Banked in off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Outside Pippen. Grant outside. Rodman up top. Back to Grant. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes in. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Avdia, the pass to Nunn. Some solid defense from Grant. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players.
Shooting for Chicago.
Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Wizards making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, but I just love the winning mentality that Grant brings. A big bruising forward who can score at a steady clip.
Chicago foul. Ron Harper.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Bulls.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Bulls substitution. Michael Jordan.
Gafford finds Gibson. Here's Nunn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Grant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Possession to the Bulls.
Pippen against Gibson. It's Pippen with a drive. Rodman kicks to Pippen. Count the basket. Pippen's got 9.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends,
2 minutes.
and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Now here's Jordan. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And they double up Jordan. He feeds it to Grant. Clock at 6. Harper kicks to Jordan. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Jordan's
Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morris into the lane. Yep, that one goes in there.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Beals checked in for Taj Gibson. The Bulls leading by 19. Outside Jordan. It's Pippen on the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Outside Beal. He sinks the 11-footer. Beal's got 10 points here in the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Morris against Pippen. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Morris against Harper. Nunn wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Nunn's got 5 points so far.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And here is Harper. Just 5 to shoot, and they pick up 2. He has 6.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And so it's Chicago, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Wizards trail by 20. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Jordan is out there with Harper. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Rodman. And it's Grant in at the 5 spot. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Jordan. Pulls it from 20. They get it again. And the rejection by Gafford. Rodman kicks to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Rodman trying to break free. Harper, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Rodman against Kuzma. Down low, Gafford. And Grant sends it back. Outside Pippen to the inside. Here's Rodman. Rebound by the Wizards. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside Pippen. Dishes to Harper. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now, here's Kuzma. Pass to Beal. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Beal's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Chicago calls timeout. And you know what, Smitty? He knows his role. Kyle Kuzma's not shy getting up shots.
Kevin, he does not lack confidence. If the shot's there, he's going to take it. He's capable of filling it up at all 3 levels.
Checked in for the Wizards. Wright comes in for Kendrick Nunn.
DeLon Wright.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Harper dishes to Pippen. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
There's the pass to Beal. You know, Steve, we've seen a few times in recent years in Cleveland and Indiana, for example, a new coach gets fired in year 1.
Yes, Kevin, losing a locker room can do that to you. It's embarrassing for those teams. When you know it's not working, you better not delay the inevitable.
6 to shoot. Here's Pippen, and it's Pippen with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
There's Beal with the 3. Rodman grabs the miss. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Harper the pass to Pippen. To the paint. Here's Rodman, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Right outside. Left side, Beal. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Avdia can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Left side, Grant. Rodman trying to break free. No good from Grant. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Wright, and Wright throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Pippen. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
Chicago
and a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gary's checked in. Todd comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Gill is checked in for Avdia. And Kispert subbed in for Beal. Here's Paxson. Drills it from outside.
John Paxson.
That's smooth,
Three-point field
fluid,
goal.
just all in one motion jump shot there. Paxson seems to get the best rhythm on it when someone's setting him up.
Now here's Wright with the floater, and he lays it up and in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Paxson passes to Kukoc. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by Washington. Back to Kerr. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Kispert. Passes it to Carey. Over Kerr. A nice shot by Carey. Carey's got his first points of the game. The Bulls leading by 22. Paxson with the ball. Pass to Kerr. Over Kispert. Kerr can't hit. Wizards have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. It's picked off.
2 minutes.
Now Paxson.
Remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the stars. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, as long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
Now here's Wright. Here's Kispert. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line
That's
to shoot
his second
three.
Personal foul. First
That
team
one
foul.
on Kukoc.
At the line for Washington, Corey Kispert. 3 shots.
That's good from Kispert. Cartwright's checked in for the Bulls. Bushler comes in for Tony Kukoc. Good on the second free throw. So for the Wizards, Carey's checked in, and it's Gill in for Kyle Kuzma. And he makes all 3. 1:33 left in the fourth.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team.